super tired, you open the door of the toilet, boom, and you find your uncle from Canada. What a surprise. You say sorry, and then we talk. And he's like, no, because I got a ticket because I really wanted to know, and I have a key of the apartment or whatever. And reason. Okay, what's the surprise? You say, well, last day my uncle gave me a super surprise. Could be nice or no. I don't enter. But another thing, another cause, again, another reason, another steps, okay, that led us to a surprise effect. We are again in the same situation, surprising effect, but suddenly when we try to come back, boom, some steps, or we don't understand, or disappear, or not disappear, but we are not told, or we cannot find them, even because maybe we didn't have experience of that before. So the cause is lost. And when we try to reconstruct with maybe a couple of steps that we know, that we are sure about them, we try to reconstruct, but we are not sure. And we say, well, maybe could it be that? Or maybe could happen these other things. And we try to find different reasons because always for instinct, no? We want to fight against that. We want to find reasons. We want to know how, why, or whatever. So again, questions and different ways to find solutions and reasons of that surprise effect. Let's say that in this case, we just finished talking to our uncle, like Skyping with him. He's in Canada, you saw him in his living room. Thank you very much, I love you, uncle, bye. And you open the door, you say, wow, I spoke a lot with him, so I go to the toilet and you find your uncle. And so you immediately say, I want to come back, I want to know, that's amazing. So my uncle is here. But I saw him in the living room, I saw him with his family, I saw him, and when you ask him, hey uncle, how did you do that? I cannot tell you, I'm a magician. So, yeah. So suddenly, all our systems collapse, disappear, no reason possible. All these two steps that we were sure about them, disappear. And if we want to come back, it's immediately, but it's only one way, the way of the mystery, the way that we call a magic effect, no reasons. So the thing is that it's not my theory, of course, this is these things and almost with this kind of explanation was described for an amazing magician from Spain, Juan Caffaratti, and he called the Magic Way. It's an amazing book and amazing work done by this. Okay, so we know what is magic already, more or less. But what the magician do? You know, what does the magician? Okay, he uses tools and methods of the art of illusion to break the bonds between cause and effect. That's all. That's all our work. We have to use tools, I'm going to talk about them, that allow us to cut those bonds between cause and effect in your mind. If we do that, the magic is happening inside your mind. You cannot find the reasons. I like to say this. The magician edits the reality in real time. Okay. I mean, you are watching something and suddenly I don't know, whatever, some distractions and your attention or whatever, so suddenly you realize that you miss something. The reality, the film that you have of the reality that you just saw is something missed there, no? We edit the reality, we cut and paste. The magician generates the motion of mystery in a spectator's mind. Coming back to the definition of my professor. Surprise with no reason. Components of magic. Okay, which tools use the magicians to break these bonds between cause and effect? Misdirection is the direction of the attention. Okay. Optical illusions, timing, and rhythm. Okay. Misdirection is the most powerful tool that we use to distract attention. Okay. It could be psychological or visual. Okay. I can distract your attention doing some, I don't know, some movement here, and I'm doing the secret here, and you are paying attention here. Is a visual misdirection, what we call, and psychological misdirection what I like the most, and it's more powerful. That I divide your attention, for example, with a question. If I do a question in the moment that I'm doing the secret, you are seeing my hands. You are watching my hands, exactly all the steps, but your mind is thinking in the question. So it's like I'm dividing your attention in the specific moment of the secret. Optical illusions, you can guess, of course. Timing, that's important. Doesn't matter how good you are distracting the attention, but you have to know when. Okay? Which precise instant of the trick you have to apply those tools. So as a magician, as a summary, I like to say that we see the brain like a black box. Okay? We don't know what is happening here, what is happening inside. We know that if we put some inputs, we get some outputs, and all the time the same inputs, the same outputs. If you are a really good magician, as an output you get a wall. So that's a lot of work. That's another story. And we don't know what is happening here. We don't know. And I would say many of the magicians don't mind what is happening inside them. We are doing this for thousands of years. What is happening in the memory, attention, distraction, whatever. We know that if I do this in this instant of the trick, you are not going to see the secrets. But as a neuroscientist, we use the effect of mystery to, again, I like it, to discover the brain, to know the brain, to understand the brain. We want to know what is happening when you perceive a magic trick. That idea started with those neuroscientists from the United States, Susana Martinez-Conde, she's Spanish, and Stephen McNeil, and they find out that idea, why not to combine magic and neuroscience. And they wrote this amazing book that I really recommend about the neuroscience of magic, and they call this combination neuromagic. So I said before, Fu Manchu says the brain is even faster than the eyes. As a resume of that book that I showed you before, and also as a resume in the work that we do as magicians, I can say that the brain knows. The brain is faster than the eyes because the brain knows, the brain has experience, has memories. Those memories produce, of course, are saved in those memories, the experience that we have, and those experiences produce and give shape to our expectations, and those expectations direct our attentions. Okay, we know that. And these expectations, I like to say, make the brain lazy. Okay, lazy. You want to see again what we saw. You suppose all the time that what you are seeing, you saw it before. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm more important than that. I'm going to, I go to other ways. I don't like this, or whatever. So your expectations mark the points that you are going to pay attention in everyday life, not only in magic. But we know that. So we can say that we have memory and attention, and the memory mark the points where we are going to pay attention. But it's not completely true, this, because as you know, as Susana Martinez-Conde also explained in her book, attention marks the point that you are going to remember in the future. If you pay attention to this bottle, you are going to remember this bottle. If you are paying attention to me, you won't remember. No. You will remember me. So let me show you this video that is a very famous video, and you know it very well. It's an experiment of Daniel Simons. I show you again.
This is a test of selective attention.
You all saw it?
Count how many times the player is
Someone didn't saw it? Okay, for you. Count the balls of the... for me it's still difficult to sometimes. Well, it was an amazing experiment related to the phenomenon that he called the inattentional blindness. Well, not he, but it was before another neuroscientist who discovered this phenomenon of inattentional blindness. And why do I wanted to add this video to my presentation? Because that gorilla represents the way that we hide all the secrets in magic. You cannot see the gorilla when magicians perform magic. You cannot see the secret because of that. Your attention is divided, as I told before, as I said before. So that gorilla represents exactly in the way that we hide the secrets in magic. So I would like to say the age of blindness. In neuroscience, sadly, I would say 30 years ago, I started to observe this phenomenon. Well, some of them are more recent, but whatever. In attentional blindness is the one that we saw. Change blindness, another kind of blindness in the attention. Choice blindness, which is a little more different, but not it is different, but well, I like to add it here because it's also related to magic. And false memories, the amazing work of Elizabeth Loftus in around 75, that I like to say, I'm sorry Elizabeth, memory blindness. But those phenomena were described like more or less, some of them 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 10 years ago. But in illusionism, we are working on this phenomenon since the first magician that you saw in my presentation. He was using inattentional blindness, change blindness, choice blindness. And we included some of those phenomena inside the concept of misdirection, which is a huge concept that I cannot explain here as I would really like. Choice blindness, as I said, is a combination of other things, okay, of other techniques in magic. And false memories, in the way that Elizabeth explained that in her work, is sometimes you can change the memories depending on the way that you are asking that person, which is amazing, no? And we also use that tool. But we create false memories, breaking the bonds between cause and effect. Okay? If we break those bonds and we do it correctly, in a year after that you saw that miracle that your uncle in your toilet, and you try to find the reason, you are going to say, I know what happened. Because I wasn't Skyping with him actually before. No, he wasn't in the sofa of his house, he was in a hotel, and then maybe in the time that I went to the toilet, he arrived from that was absolutely false. Memory is nothing related to the real, what happened in the reality. Not breaking the bonds between cause and effect is a way that we generate false memories. But let's see again what I said before about Teddy. He's a simple citizen, but 110 years old, eating 500 of I don't know what, drinking 100 of jars of I don't know what. That person that wrote the papyrus, of course, was having false memories. Because nothing of that happened. We are using some tricks that are performed, that are explained in that papyrus. Cutting the head of a duck and then reconstructing the head and showing a lot of blood. But he knows how to mend a severed head. Well, okay. No? And that explanation continues, and like saying what he saw, what he thinks he happened, nothing to do with that. So it's also, we can say, the first paper that we have of false memories, that papyrus. Okay? The first proof that magicians were producing also false memories. Let's see this